Hi! Welcome to my next video. I am so excited. I am here back in Florida visiting my dad. I'll actually show you. I'm on the river. Dun, dun, dun. So you might hear a boat or two go by, but hopefully you'll be able to hear me nice and clearly. Okay, so wow, so much is happening with me during this Candida Cleanser journey that it is becoming my dharma, my plight, my quest to share as much information as I can that I feel would be beneficial to others. So know that no, I am not a medical doctor. That is very obvious. But have I been on a lifelong journey of seeking health? Yes, I have. And I've been doing a lot of research. And all I'm doing is sharing my knowledge, sharing my experience. And so if anything resonates with you, I hope that you are finding benefit from what I'm sharing. Okay? Alright, so it might be a little bit of a longer share, and you can fast forward through some parts that you don't like, but I really want to get across some key points of what has changed for me. First of all, know that I was a vegetarian for over 20 years. I started losing my interest in meat when I was in college, and my understanding now of what possibly happened is that there were an increase in antibiotics and hormones being placed in the meat, and I had some sort of natural indication to not eat it. But what has happened now, since I've done the cleanser and since there are so many places that we can find organic meat, I am finding that the body is actually benefiting greatly from eating meat. So if you're a vegetarian and you're taking this Candida Cleanser, or you're suffering from Candida overgrowth, I just want you to take this into consideration, because my body has been able actually to assimilate the meat better than the vegetables. And one piece of information that I found that I thought was really interesting is that there's a lot of iron in meat. And what does iron help us do? Iron helps transport oxygen in the body. Where does Candida overgrowth occur? In areas where it's anaerobic, where there's stagnation. Okay, so there's this huge aha happening to me about stagnation in the body, about cancer, which is areas of stagnation. I already spoke to you last time in my last video about the links between cancer and Candida overgrowth. I have strong inclination to believe that Candida overgrowth is a huge cause of cancer in the body, and it's all related to where the chi flow is no longer going. So you're not reminding your cells of their purpose because there's no flow going there. Okay, so I could go on about this forever, but I'm building a website, which I'm really excited to launch. I'm hoping it's going to be launched by this winter, and it's all about being healthy, and that understanding the harmony in our body is what is going to create health. So the benefits that I have received from doing this cleanser is more clarity in my mind than I've ever had access to. It was like I was walking through a mist. And you know, we say as Qigong practitioners, like Qigong collects if you move your body really slowly and to hold on to the mist. Well, imagine walking your whole life through fog and not knowing that it doesn't have to be there. And that fog was in my mind. And so that was the biggest transformation that happened for me. And if anyone feels like they have Candida overgrowth and they're walking through a daze or a fog, please consider taking this product. It has revolutionized the way that I go through life. And the next biggest benefit for me personally has been, for the last 3 years, I have not been able to smell. Lots of my friends know I used to make jokes that my shit doesn't stink. And that's because it didn't stink to me. And this Candida Cleanser has given me the gift of my sense of smell back. And yes, there are other things that are contributing to this. For example, I've learned what harmonizes in my body the best. And because I've gotten so clear, I get a signal, a histamine response from my body right away when I eat something that does not harmonize in my body. So recently, I learned I'm allergic or have some temporary allergy to almonds. And let me tell you, as a vegetarian of 20 years, I was eating a lot of almonds and a lot of things cooked with almonds. So, sometimes we think we know what's going on in the body, and really, it's so mysterious and magical and mystical. Things are always being revealed to us in new ways. So if you're suffering at all in your body, you're not feeling good, you're having emotional outbreaks, or for example, I would get triggered literally easily once a day. And I thought that was a natural way of life. I thought, oh, well, that's just how we go through life. We get triggered once a day and we look at it and we observe and we move on. No, it does not have to be that way. I have been living now for weeks without getting a serious trigger. And so what it feels like to me is that when the Candida goes from yeast and turns into fungus in the body because either you have too much starch and carbohydrates in your body, or you were taking prednisone or antibiotics, or being on the pill, any hormone replacement therapy, which I am going to share, I had all of those in my 20s. Almost at once. I was on the pill, was taking prednisone, and was on antibiotics. So, when you start to get clear, our emotions become more a mastery of our own, rather than the Candida, when it's swimming through your bloodstream and it can latch on to areas in your brain. I felt like the Candida pretty much had taken over my emotions. I would flip like that sometimes. And I did when I had the first round of my cleanser. Whoa, boy, did I have a night where I flipped. So this has been such a journey of self-discovery and has given me such a new, profound freedom of life and health and living in the way that I always knew was possible. So that is the bulk of what I wanted to share. And also know that my beloved is now taking it. Yes, Jamie is taking the Candida Cleanser. He had a little bit of Candida, and guess what? It's sexually transmitted. people. So there is a joke that is going on now in the Candida community that instead of asking if someone has been tested for STDs, they're going to ask if they have taken a Candida Cleanser. I think that's pretty funny. And my dad is taking it. I'm super excited. He's ordering it. And I have started taking the EM Pro, which is the probiotics. They're supposed to be amazing. And I'm also now on my 3rd day of the parasite cleanse. So I have no news really to tell you, but when I do, I will let you know. And as always, I have so much love for you all for being on this journey with me. And I really encourage you, if you're thinking about doing this cleanse, please do. I love you. Have a beautiful day.